Okay, friends, the wait is over. The Carmeli shop cues made by Steve Serna with Ariel Carmeli are officially in stock. As you can see, I've got a 5-pack here for you. If you follow our business, you know that these sell extremely fast. I'm not going to go through all the specs in respect for your time and mine, but if you notice on the post, I have all the weights and all the wood types and information. We've even specified how they're cored. Now, if you're not familiar with these, I'll give everybody a real quick breakdown. These cues are some of the last cues that were worked on in Ariel Carmeli's shop with his wood, with his machines, and with all of his materials. They are made to the exact specs of an Ariel Carmeli cue. They are signed by Steve Serna, not to be confused with Carmeli, okay? But honestly, if you play with a Carmeli and you play with one of these, and I know them very well, you're not gonna feel a difference because Steve Serna is a long-term apprentice of Ariel Carmeli. They're great friends. Steve is from California as well. He worked in the shop as an apprentice, and then he is now off to the races on his own. So before Ariel left the shop, what I mean by left the shop, Ariel moved his shop from California now to Virginia. Steve built these with him, and now Steve is with Eddie Cohen in his shop. So the actual finish, just the actual finish, was put on with Steve in Eddie Cohen's shop. So if you want Carmeli quality without waiting or paying the big money, and they're worth every penny, by the way, you need to grab a hold of one of these. Every time I'm privileged enough to get a batch of these, one of my previous customers that bought one from the batch before will always buy one. They play great. Let me run through these. As a special promotion, I got Steve to do these with a kielwood and a maple. Normally at this price, you're going to see 2 maples. Steve is the one that actually makes Ariel Carmeli's kielwoods with him in his shop. So if you played with the Carmeli kielwood, you play with one of these, you're not going to feel the difference. All shafts are 13 millimeters. Most of the tips are going to be the medium ultra skin fires. And then there's a couple that are, one of them are the SIB tips. So you can see which tips are which and which cues are which. Number one, okay, and as I run through these, pay attention to the post and go to my website. They're going to be on the website shortly, but I will mark them sold as they sell. If you're interested in doing the financing through a firm, all you got to do is pick the cue you want, pick the number, they're all numbered, then check out with a firm. If you don't want to finance one of them, just get a hold of me on Messenger, or you can call my number off my website and we will send you an invoice. Number one, this cue right here is made out of rosewood. It is such a beautiful, deep, dark, rich rosewood. When he showed me the picture, I thought it was ebony. This was Steve's favorite because he likes Purple Heart. It's cored with Purple Heart. They're all 3/8 modified, by the way. This cue is guaranteed to play good. And I'll give you guys a money-back guarantee on any one of these cues. If you don't like it, you can send it right back. I'll even pay the shipping for you because I know it ain't going to happen. So you got rosewood, cored with Purple Heart. They're all the same price, by the way. Each cue is $14.75. I have a couple of his left on my website, crossroadcues.com, with the slick handle. That's wood handles. Those are $100 more. Number two, you've got curly maple. Check out the ring work on this. Bacote rings, double trimmed in white trim. Again, all 3/8 modified. This is cored with Jatoba. That is a Brazilian cherry wood. The reason why he cores these cues with different species, it's because the species of the wood that it's cored with has a lot to do with the weight control, the stability, and the hit, right? So certain woods hit good together. Number three, Number 3, look at that olive wood. Olive wood. On number 3, olive wood, also cored with the Brazilian cherry wood, the Jatoba. Olive wood. Love that cue right there. That's a cool cue as well, although I like this curly is really nice. It's all preference, guys. If you like them all, buy them all. You're not going to be able to get a hold of one of these again for a little while. Steve's working on some more of them. Ariel Carmeli right now hasn't made cues in several months because his shop is closed down, and it's hard to get Carmeli to make a Merry Widow, by the way, okay? Number four. The reason for that is because he's always working on bigger cues. One of my personal favorites, you got the Mexican Coco Bolo. This one is cored with laminated maple, okay? That makes the perfect weight and perfect hit combination. Nice black leather wrap, white and silver trim. Again, you get a kielwood shaft and a maple with this deal. Number 5, staying alive with number 5, roasted curly maple. Roasted curly maple. Look at that. Looks like that kielwood, doesn't it? Roasted curly maple. Leather wrap. This one is cored with the Jatoba. Brazilian cherry wood, black leather wrap, SIB tips. That's a medium tip. So again, Steve Serna cues made in the Ariel Carmeli shop. These are some of the last cues to come out of the famous shop in Southern California. If you want Carmeli quality without the time of waiting for years to get a cue, without the price tag, there you go. Steve Serna making a name for himself in the world of custom cue making, following suit with his mentor, the world-famous Southern California cue maker by way now of Virginia, Mr. Ariel Carmeli. All 3/8-10 modified, all cored, leather wraps, 2 shafts, ready for immediate shipping. If you haven't bought from us before, do yourself a favor. Just Google Crossroad Cues. You will see all of our perfect reviews. We ship super fast. We say lightning fast shipping. That means that we ship the cues out the same day or the next business morning, and we package them extremely well. Thanks for taking a peek. Carmeli Shop Cues by Steve Serna, crossroadcues.com.